All right, now to Arkansas. You're looking at images of a 100-foot tree that crashed through the bedroom of a Little Rock resident's home during severe storms. That was back on Saturday. Tammie Mixon lives in that home, and miraculously, she's okay. She escaped the danger, barely. As she ran into her living room to close her door, that was moments before that tree came crashing down onto her bed. That's where she was sitting just moments before. The home clearly has considerable damage, but thankfully, and most importantly, Tammie is safe, and she joins us now to share her incredible story. Tammie, we're so glad to have you with us today here on Fox Weather. You've described yourself as both blessed and overwhelmed, and rightfully so.
Yes.
Can you walk us through how this all played out? It must have been terrifying.
Thank you for having me, first of all. And yes, it was. It was very scary. This weather event had been going on for 4 days, and so we had been watching TV. We had been very vigilant and standing by and waiting for what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen, but anyway, on that particular day, we thought there weren't going to be any tornado warnings, that it was just going to be rain. But with so much rain that we had 70 to 80 mile per hour straight line winds. And so it just came, and the trees fell very easily. And so it was just very scary. I wasn't expecting, to have that happen that day, which I'm sure no one would.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful, to be alive and that we're okay.
Yeah, Little Rock, you mentioned the rain. It was historic amounts of rain during this dangerous stretch. How damaging was that after the tree came down on your home? Were you able to salvage much as all that water got in?
No, we weren't right at the time, because for the remainder of the day, in the next 24 hours, we were still having severe thunderstorms and torrential rain that were coming in. And so we weren't able to get out there and put a tarp over the top because of the lightning. And so that room was filled with water and debris. And so it's going to be a major cleanup process.
What was it like? You had mentioned it was 4 days in a row, 4 days plus, going through this run of severe weather. I had read that you had a go bag ready, and you had described it like you were about to have a baby. We have one of those at my house. We're getting ready to go very, very soon. Had you gotten at all complacent during this stretch? I know it's hard when you're dealing with a potential threat day after day after day.
On that day, I was feeling a little bit relaxed. And actually, the night before, we had a tornado warning. And so I went to my safe spot in the closet, and I thought I better take my tornado bag with me and hold on to it. And so after the tornado warning passed, I left it in the closet. And the next day, I wasn't expecting anything to happen. And so the tornado bag is still in the closet because I can't get to it. But anyway, it was just really scary. Simultaneously, we have friends in Selmer, Tennessee, family there in Glenn, Mississippi, and they were all getting hit. And so we were just really traumatized by all of this.
Yeah, it was a
we were concerned
regional
for everyone. It was almost like an apocalypse.
Yeah,
is what it felt like.
Yeah, across the region. I mean, that's a good way to put it. Everybody was dealing with this, and so many folks had high-impact storms move through, devastating storms. You're at a hotel now. Do you have any idea what's next? Will you be able to get back into your home? Any idea how long you're going to be displaced?
We're going to be here for 7 days that we know of. We're not sure how long it's going to take to, recover and repair everything, and hopefully that we'll be able to do that. That's what our plans are.
I hope that process can go very quickly. Tammie, before we let you go, can I ask about your neighborhood overall? I mean, you talked about the region, some of the impacts in your circle that folks have been dealing with. Have your neighbors heard this story, the day of damage? How are they coping with all this? Because overall, I mean, this had to have been a scary situation for everybody.
Yes, our town really is in bad shape. There was a 5-year-old boy who was killed a couple of miles from us when a tree fell through his bedroom and landed on him. You know, a lot of people were affected. We were thinking maybe of getting a camper for a few, for a while to stay in while we repair the home. And we had found one on Marketplace last night near us. And when we contacted the lady, she said, "Oh, I need to remove that. That was destroyed in the storm
Oh.
Saturday, as well as her home." And when she sent me pictures, I was just shocked and saddened,
Yeah, yeah, it's devastating what's happened there in your community. But as you had mentioned, by the grace of God, this story could have gone a lot differently, and we're so sad to hear about the damage and the loss of life in your community. But so glad that you're here with us and you're safe to tell the story. This was just a terrible set of days for the whole region. Tammie Mixon, thanks for telling us your story here on Fox Weather.
thank you.
We wish
And-
you the
and
absolute best.
we thank you for having us.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we thank God for our safety.
Great to talk with you. Thank you.